Hello, my name's John Porterfield of Eco Cars, and this is another great Peugeot I-on. Great little electric vehicle, built by Mitsubishi of course. It's on an 11 plate, so just 6,000 miles, and registered the 25th of May 2011, and it is in great condition. We have the 3-pin plug here, the standard 10 amp charger, including the car. Nice boot carpet. The rear seats drop in a 50-50 split, all carpeted of course. And we have a rear wash wipe, high level brake light, and these really are great little electric cars. We love these, great for towns. Isofix in the rear, 2 rear seat belts, 2 rear headrests, electric windows all round. There's also 4 mats in all 4 footwells, all proper Peugeot fitted mats. No rips or stains to any of the fabric or any of the upholstery. 2 rear headrests, roof lining too is very clean. No holes to the carpet at all. I say some proper fitted tailored car mats. 4 electric windows, isolate the rear windows, and we also have remote central locking. I'll show you the great feature on the I-on. We've got to lock the door, press the key twice, and the mirrors fold in. What a great feature that is. Also the driver's seat is height adjustable as well. So inside the I-on, it's exactly the same as the Mitsubishi i-MiEV or the Citroën C0, all built by Mitsubishi under license, so this is just the Peugeot version. I'll show you how we start an I-on or a Mitsubishi i-MiEV. So we have a conventional key which we can pop in the ignition, put your foot on the brake and turn the key until you get a bing bong. Let's turn the fan off. There we go, and the car is now on and running. We guarantee the mileage there, 7,299. This will be a little higher as my colleague will be using this. We have obviously the normal speed in the middle. We have a charge and an eco gauge which basically tells you when you're into regenerative braking, and a sort of petrol tank type arrangement on that side. And P is for park. So put your foot on the brake and pull the gear lever back, goes into reverse, obviously neutral and drive. So quite a simple gearbox to use. On this indicator on the other side, if you press this control, you have trip A and trip B, intensity of the dashboard lights, and also distance till empty, which is what most drivers tend to leave it on, and that will fluctuate as your driving style changes, or whether you're it's cold temperatures or going up and down hills. But again, I can explain all that to you. But the average range in one of these great little EVs is around 60 to 65 miles, perhaps nearly 90 in the summer. Cup holders, airbags, airbag in the driver's steering wheel, front passenger, airbag in the B pillar, and also the sides of the front seats as well. I believe they've got airbags as well. So this is the gear stick, as I said, very simple to use. Just slip it down into D for drive or up for reverse, etc. So very nice and simple. We have a little power point there for your sat nav with the normal heating controls. We also recirculate and air conditioning, and you have a great single shot CD player that is also Bluetooth as well, so that's really great. A couple of sun visors, courtesy mirrors, all the usual things you would expect in a modern car. Also central locking of course as well. And I think we've also got, a USB port for your MP3, your iPod player. V5 is here. It was a direct car from Peugeot contract hire, no previous keepers. And so you'll be down as the second keeper. Date of registration there, 24th of May 2011. We're just presently on our way to our MOT station to have it MOT'd, and it will also be taxed for 12 months. And of course, with its taxation class being electric, there we go, it is free to tax. So it will be taxed, and you'll be down as the second keeper. And of course, it will have its first MOT. All the books are here, quick reference guide, about the I-on, and also a proper guide showing all the features of the I-on, and also the service book, which is not stamped. It's come from Robbins & Day. It may have been serviced and checked over, but it hasn't had a stamp. But to be honest, it's a pollen filter and a check of the tyres on this I-on, so it's not really anything detrimental to the car, the fact that it hasn't had a service stamp put in, but it will have been checked over by Peugeot themselves. So people often ask us, how do you charge an electric car? Well, there's one of the flaps, which is for the 10 amp or 16 amp charge, and this is for the rapid charge. So you pull those two levers. The first lever I pulled is for the 10 amp or the 16 amp charger, which you use for your 3-pin plug or your free 16 amp charger from the government. And on the other side we have the rapid connection, which you can charge up at any Welcome Break service station with Ecotricity's chargers. Again, at 70 amps you can charge this car in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you'll be on your way again. So it's got the two charge ports, and before I take you around for a final walk around this car, I'll just take you for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. So with the key in the ignition, put your foot on the brake, turn the key, wait for a bing bong, release the key. There we are, it's on, it's running. So with my foot on the brake, I'll pull the lever down from P all the way down to D for drive. Take the handbrake off, take my foot off the brake, squeeze the throttle. First thing you notice is obviously how quiet it is, but also all that torque underneath your right foot. We're going down a hill. Now the needle on the dash is showing that we're actually putting charge back into the battery. So that's a great thing about EVs, you have regenerative braking. You also change your driving style, you'll come off the throttle far sooner than you do in a conventional car. That increases your range because you don't want to waste any energy with heat into the discs of the brakes. So you still have fun in these cars, but you do end up enjoying seeing the range increase on the car. The power's still there should you want it. It's a really little sprightly little car this is. It will hold its own on the motorway quite easily. These are limited to 90 miles an hour, and they really are great to drive. Great for cities. I'm 6'4", I feel quite comfortable in an I-on. Bluetooth phone, as I mentioned earlier as well. So what are the other main benefits? Well, if you plug it in overnight and it was totally flat, say you had 1 mile range left, it's going to cost you about £1.50 to charge. And of course, if you've got one of the Ecotricity cards to fill up on the motorway services, it won't cost you anything at all. So if you were to put £6.50's worth of electricity into this car, which is the cost of 1 gallon of petrol or diesel, is £6.50. £6.50's worth of electricity will take you around 450 miles in this car. So I can quite rightly say this does 450 miles to the gallon. So every £6 will take you 450 miles. Servicing, well, there's one basic moving part, which is the shaft of the motor, which is a non-serviceable item. The only thing they service on these is the pollen filter underneath the dashboard to make the inside of the car smell nice. So not an awful lot to go wrong on these. Disc brakes, tyres, bulbs, wiper blades, that's what they check for an annual service, so it's not really necessary. The battery is guaranteed for 5 years from date of registration, so that means May 2016 the battery is guaranteed, which of course is modular. It's not one big enormous battery. It's made up of 18 different packs, so should the mileage drop off, you just replace that offending pack. I'm yet to hear of any Mitsubishi i-MiEVs, which is what this is basically, needing a new battery pack. So the internet's a great source for seeing the reliability of a modern EV battery, so have a look on Google. In fact, type in Mitsubishi or Citroen C0 or Peugeot I-on faults, and you will see there are no stories about faults on these great little cars. Congestion charge exempt. I will deliver to you anywhere in the country. We won't have this for long because this is a great little Peugeot I-on. So I'm just going to pull over. So you come to a stop. The only thing you can hear is the indicator. So I'll just take you now for a final walk around this great little car. So welcome back from the test drive. All the tyres are very, very good, as you can see. They're all Dunlops. All the discs are fine. The alloy wheels are all perfect. There's a good, what, 4mm on there. The windscreen is chip free. The mirrors are fine. No dent whatsoever down the side. It is immaculate. Another Dunlop on the back, and this one is all good 6mm. No scuffs to the rear. The other rear tyres, and again another Dunlop. Again 6mm. Alloy wheel is perfect. The sides are very clean. No dents, no marks to the mirrors. And the other front tyre, like the other side, 4 to 5mm. And again another Dunlop. Alloy wheel is perfect, no scuffs, disc is fine. The front of the car, there was a very, very minor stone chip which we've just touched in with a silver pen. The rest of the car, that's a fly. No chips or marks whatsoever. We will deliver this anywhere in the UK. It will be taxed. It is London congestion charge exempt, so we will fill all the forms for you, and we really won't have this car for very long. So thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to your call. Speak to you soon.